From being excited to spend Christmas with his loved one, to ultimately cheating on her and destroying everything they had, this episode doesn't just mark a change for Mordecai. It highlights how overwhelming anxiety and emotional strain can shatter someone's mindset and alter their life completely. The episode started in the coffee shop with Mordecai and Rigby cheering for the Christmas holidays. Well, who wouldn't, since it's the biggest holiday?
Christmas time is near, spreading the holiday cheer. Yo, Eileen, get that fruitcake out of here. Fruitcake, we don't want to partake. When a fruitcake comes a knocking, you just stuff that in your stocking.
And boom!
However, while watching the duo cheer, Eileen ended up inviting them to her house for the Christmas party. And this is where things went wrong.
By the way, I got 3 things I want to tell you. First and foremost is that my awesome Christmas sweater party is tonight.
Festive.
But even as Risby buzzed with excitement, Mordecai felt an even deeper thrill, knowing he could share the moment with his girlfriend CJ. It was their first Christmas together, and he wanted it to be perfect.
Count me and CJ in on the party. It's our first Christmas together and it's gonna be awesome.
There should have been nothing to worry about until Eileen abruptly dropped something no one saw coming.
And the second thing I wanted to tell you is that Margaret is going to be there.
And that was it. Things dramatically shifted for Mordecai, with nostalgia hitting him right away as old feelings suddenly rose up like tidal waves. The guy who was only moments ago relaxed and hyped for his first lover's Christmas suddenly turned into a fumbling, nervous wreck.
Margaret? If she's at the party, and CJ's at the party, and I'm at the party, it's gonna be
A party?
And this is where everything started to fall apart for him. But what caused it?
This is terrible! CJ's gonna think I still like her!
Dude, you're making too big a deal out of it.
Even though it seemed funny at first, when you look closer, it was a deeply traumatizing experience for Mordecai. He couldn't get over her, even after years of trying, and the trauma resurfaced the moment he heard Margaret was on her way.
She's on her way over here right now.
And just like that, Mordecai was done, running like a madman to escape reality.
I need some air!
Wait, I still gotta tell you the third thing!
But even with all that trauma lingering like a shadow, Mordecai shifted his focus back to the party, and honestly, who wouldn't with a friend like Rigby there to lift his spirits? However, despite his efforts to push past the fear and lingering memories, he couldn't escape them, as visions of everything going wrong continued to replay in his mind.
There's even gonna be a fancy soda table.
This is the best party ever.
Ah!
Who's this, Mordecai?
CJ, this is Margaret, my girlfriend.
His maniacal behavior also annoyed others since he was acting like a kid. Well, you've got to feel for this poor guy. And this didn't go unnoticed since people also seemed to agree, saying Mordecai is dealing with mental distress and they feel for him. The fear consumed him to the point where he stopped going out altogether, cutting himself off from the world as anxiety and dread kept him trapped inside his own mind.
Mordecai and Rigby, I need you guys to take this package to the post office.
I gotta wrap Eileen's gift.
I can't go. What if I run into Margaret?
She's not gonna be lurking around every corner in the city.
However, even though Mordecai tried to escape it, he couldn't. He still had to go to the post office to pack the gift, all while carrying the overwhelming stress of trying to avoid Margaret. But all the effort went in vain when this happened.
Mordecai?
But Mordecai really thought it was just his anxiety turning into a delusion, so he tried opening the door again to see what had happened.
Hi.
I heard you'd be coming back into my life. Back into town.
Although Mordecai was clearly nervous, he managed to communicate surprisingly well, so much so that Margaret probably thought he didn't care about her anymore. Well played, Mordo. And just like that, he shut Margaret out, hiding behind his workload to escape reality, just as anyone would when faced with an emotionally tricky situation.
Whoops, I got a phone call. It's from Benson. I gotta take it. I've gotta go to the post office across town. I gotta run, Margaret. Bye!
But it didn't seem to help, as when he headed home, he was drenched in sweat, overwhelmed by a crushing wave of nerves. Yeah, classic Mordecai.
Classic Mordecai.
But his problems doubled the moment he tried to call off the party because his girlfriend had very different plans in mind.
Eileen's party.
Oh yeah, the totally normal party where nothing bad will ever happen.
Everything reached its peak when he went to pick up CJ from her home, fully aware there was no way out of the party now, his confidence glitching like a buffering internet connection.
Are you gonna pick me up, or should we just meet there?
We'll meet there, dude. Haha. Okay, bye.
Seeing Mordecai fall apart, Rigby stepped in like a brother, pushing him forward and helping him deal with the pain he couldn't face alone.
Aw, dude, why'd you do that?
Because you're acting like a dumb baby.
Yeah, we all deserve a Rigby in our lives. Well, sometimes. And just like that, Mordecai found his resolve and went to Eileen's Christmas party smiling, looking calm, confident, and more mature than ever. Looks like the damage is beginning to fade, but has it truly left him? Well, here we go again.
Someone's on edge tonight.
No.
Are you sure nothing's wrong?
And that was just the start. The worst was yet to come from Mordo.
Let's go to the fancy soda table. It's on me.
But it's free.
Mordecai was clearly trying his hardest, body and soul, to escape reality while spending time with CJ. But it didn't help, as the issue he'd been running from all along felt like it was tracking him down, turning up wherever he went.
Hey, Mordecai.
Hey.
I wanted to talk to you earlier at the post office, but it seemed like you're in a rush.
Yep.
For the first time, Margaret realized that Mordecai wasn't who he used to be. Having a girlfriend clearly changed him.
Hi, I'm Margaret, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Mordecai's girlfriend, CJ.
Girlfriend?
But Mordecai's nervousness even ruined the meetup, since he said something that immediately made both of them awkward.
You know each other. I mean, you've met before at the coffee shop when I invited you both to the same movie.
Oh.
This moment made everything crystal clear to CJ. She finally understood why Mordecai had been so stressed the entire time. But out of nowhere, Mordecai said something shocking.
I haven't seen her since we broke up, and I don't know what to do. I was worried that me acting weird would give you the wrong impression, like I still like her or something.
Okay, I genuinely don't understand why this guy said broke up, even though they were never officially together. If anything, he was the one getting played and shut down all the time. But it didn't stop CJ from asking the question that mattered most, whether he even liked her, and Mordecai could only respond with a quiet, devastating no.
Well, do you?
No, I don't feel that way about her anymore. I'm with you.
That's all I needed to know.
That alone seemed to restore CJ's faith, and before long, they were back to enjoying each other's company. And if I'm being honest, it was really wholesome. And just as CJ went to the washroom, Mordecai was back to having friendly fun with Rigby, playfully taunting him like a true bro.
Oh, Rigby, it's mistletoe.
Yeah, so?
You know that people have to kiss under mistletoe, right?
Fine.
All right, you're good. Where's my lady at?
Yeah, we should all focus on our lady until you're mentally confused about which one is actually your lady. However, anxiety hit Mordecai again, this time with a bunch of people watching.
Hey, Mordecai.
Eventually, Mordecai was so overwhelmed that he began to slip into a trance-like state, even while surrounded by a crowd of people.
Why don't you just talk to me?
I can't right now. Things are complicated between us now, okay?
Not if you just talk to me. Come on, don't shut me out.
Despite all that had happened, Mordecai's loyalty remained strong, and he made it clear that he was genuinely happy with CJ.
A lot has happened since we broke up, but since I've been dating CJ, I feel a lot happier now.
I didn't think you were gonna wait for me.
And just like that, a weight seemed to lift off from his shoulders, knowing Margaret now fully understood where he stood. But just when it seemed like things were finally normal, Mordecai went and did what he does best. Full emotional meltdown simp mode.
Merry Christmas. No.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't mean to do
really
that.
wasn't.
And that was it. From that moment on, everything took a turn for Mordecai as he was caught red-handed.
Mordecai?
TJ, wait!
Honestly, you've got to feel bad for Mordecai. This guy literally tried so hard to get over Margaret his entire life and still failed in the worst way possible.
Awkward.
Yeah, Muscle Man, we all feel the same at this point. However, that wasn't the end of it. Mordecai completely broke down when he discovered the shocking truth. Margaret wasn't just visiting, and he would have to live with that reality for now. After that, he went completely silent.
That's the third thing I wanted to tell you. Margaret's my new roomie. I gotta go check out the soda table.
The incident didn't slip past fans, who wasted no time calling out Mordecai for his mixed signals and confused behavior, saying, yet Mordecai still teases Rigby about his love life when Mordecai can't even handle one relationship. And I remember even when I was little, the way he treated CJ made me so upset. Thanks to this shocking plot twist, the episode performed exceptionally well on TV, earning an impressive 8.8 out of 10 rating. But this episode became the breaking point in Mordecai's life, completely tearing him apart. And despite trying to reconcile with CJ and apologizing for his poor decisions, he even repeated the same awkward mistake at Muscle Man's wedding, publicly stumbling over who he believed his soulmate really was.
Look at Muscle Man and Starla. It's like they were designed for each other. So where's my soulmate? Are they in this room? It could be anyone. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's that really old lady. I don't know.
Why are you talking?
Oh, right. My point is, I don't know if there's one perfect person out there for me. CJ, I need to tell you,
Mordecai, just stop. I already know what you're gonna say, so save it. You don't know who your soulmate is? Here.
This moment triggered his breakup with CJ, sadly ending what had been a strong and meaningful relationship. As tragic as it was for Mordecai, you can't deny that it all began the second he laid his eyes on Margaret. Love the wild exploration? Just keep watching the regular recap. Subscribe.